EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he goes out right around the 39. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A 1st down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well, but give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a screen to Richard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. No score after one on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Counter play with Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 12-yard line.
Carr gives to Richard. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 31-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the Saints, first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the 1st, but instead it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Brees on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Brees again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Brees to throw again. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed it off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Brees. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brees able to hook up with Jared Cook, and the Saints have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Carr now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 14-yard touchdown. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 14-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Breeze lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's the backup Winston. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Winston to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
First down, New Orleans.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's David Arnett picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.